Anything at all? Really? Right.
A daleko na oceanu, dvojica dječaka i dalje plutaju u malenom čamcu. Posve su sami i sada su suočeni sa svojom prvom noći na moru, tijekom jake oluje.
The first night I barely slept. We were very, very cold.
Snažni valovi udaraju o maleni čamac, a temperatura se spušta ispod nule.
Coming in too fast. All right.
When a wave would come, it would pull that side of the boat down and water would come over.
Come on.
You know, it felt like ice hitting you. You know, all in all, we were, freezing to death.
John, keep moving. Keep moving, okay?
Couldn't feel our hands. We were shivering. We pretty much, we had to cuddle with each other, just for body heat. It was that bad.
Trpe ekstremnu noćnu hladnoću, spoznajući u kako su velikoj opasnosti. Panika se pretvara u pravi užas, dok shvaćaju da su njihovi životi ugroženi.
The first night was filled with a lot of emotion. Our mood, went from being, okay, we're going to get rescued to, okay, why are we still here? There should have been a boat, there should have been a helicopter, what's going on?
When we looked out that morning, there was nothing. We realized that we were, so far off that we were gonna, the land was now out of the option.
I did a 360 as I twisted around and saw nothing but waves and ocean, and there's nowhere to go.
Nakon što su noć proveli tresući se na iznimno niskoj temperaturi, Josh i Troy sada moraju izdržati nesmiljenu vrućinu i vrlo visoku temperaturu.
We had no shade. Anybody who knows, who's been in salt water and their clothes dry after being wet, it's really crusty, salty. It was wear and tear on our skin.
Every so often, I would get in the water. Just basically cool off in the water.
We swim around and got our mind off of the situation.
So cool! Oh, yeah.
No dječaci plivaju u moru koje je poznato kao obitavalište morskih pasa.
All of a sudden we look down and there's a shark that raced up and hit the boat.
Dječaci znaju u kakvoj su opasnosti i nemaju vremena za gubljenje.
And we looked down and the water was so clear there was a shark. It was a good size. It was about 7-8 feet. There was a few of them just circling under our boat. So we were like, that's it. We're not jumping in no more.
A Joshov otac koji se nalazi na obali od obalne straže prima dramatične vijesti.
Hello? Hi.
We got a call, I believe it was around 10:30, telling me they had found Joshua's car.
Well, where was it? Sullivan's Island, but...
And then my heart immediately dropped. I knew they were on the ocean, my worst fear.
Right, yeah, I'll meet you there. Okay.
Obalna je straža tragala za Joshevim automobilom i našla ga je na samoj obali oceana.
Drove right past. We need the key, sir.
Sure, sir.
They opened up the glove box, they found both their cell phones and their wallets.
Znajući odakle su dječaci krenuli, obalna straža sada može pokrenuti pravu potragu.
A church down the street had opened their doors, and they allowed us to come into their recreation center, and we pretty much started to congregate there. The press started to show up. All of their friends started to show up. People from around the community. I mean, it was literally hundreds of people started to show up at this church.
Now we have people on land. We have boats in the water.
How do you know they're actually in this area?
Sir, let me show you. Okay, what we've done is we've taken our computer models and we calculate that the boat could not have gone any further than here.
I was concerned, but I was very confident that that day we would find them. That, you know, with all this effort, with all these planes, with all the helos out there, that we were going to find these boys that day. I just almost had no doubt that they were going to be found that day.
No, dječaci su već otplutali 140 km prema sjeveru, a to je područje koje obalna straža ne pretražuje. Daleko na otvorenome moru, Josh i Troy bore se protiv svih vremenskih nedaća. Ništa nisu popili već više od 24 sata, pa su već opasno dehidrirani. Izgubili su svaki već po litru i pol tekućine, zbog čega imaju grčeve u mišićima, glavobolju i posve su dezorijentirani. Očajnički moraju nešto popiti.
Very hot. I mean, there's pretty much no clouds in the sky. As the day progressed on and it got hotter, the water was very clear. Our mouths became drier and we were just thirsty. So it was almost tempting to drink.
So Troy and I decided, hey, well, we'll gargle it and spit it back out. And that way you have something wet in your mouth and, you know, it'll kind of, it's cold, so it'll help us a little bit, but we won't swallow it.
It wasn't good, but just have something cold in your mouth. That's all we needed.
Momci znaju da će, budu li pili slanu morsku vodu, dehidrirati još više. No sada su već toliko očajni da ju ne mogu odoljeti.
It was horrible. I mean, it's a bad day when you know that's the only thing you have to drink. But what you're drinking is killing you and hurting you.
Veoma slabi zbog dehidracije, momci se moraju boriti i s ekstremnim vremenskim uvjetima. Noć donosi novi drastični pad temperature, a kako nemaju nikakvu zaštitu od hladnoće, mogu se grijati samo vlastitim tijelima.
We got to stay up. We got to keep ourselves dry. Let's cuddle. Let's talk to each other. Let's communicate. Let's make sure we're okay.
Stay with me.
Joshov otac organizirao je cijelonoćno bdjenje u crkvi za svoga sina.
Any news? Nothing.
The Coast Guard.
They're back out in the morning.
You look tired. Why don't you try and get some sleep tonight?
Hey, I am not sleeping whilst my son is out there.
But you're going to be no use to the boy if you fall over exhausted.
Yeah, okay, come on.
Let me lock up.
Dječaci su se trećeg jutra probudili posve očajni. A onda se na obzoru napokon pojavio tračak nade.
a matchbox boat, you know, so little.
Hey, help us!
Ribarski brod prolazi samo nekoliko stotina metara dalje. Njihovoj je muci sada zasigurno došao kraj.
We yelled at the top of our lungs, try to get somebody to see us, you know.
Please help us!
But it was like a needle in a haystack. We were so small.
Help us, please!
They just turned and kept on going.
Please help us! Come on! Come on! Why don't they see us?
It was good to see something else, but you know, they didn't stop. So you know, we lost a lot of hope.
Dječaci počinju shvaćati koliko je malo vjerojatno da će ih netko uočiti u tome golemom oceanu.
We knew that there was no way they're going to find us because the ocean's so big. And if they hadn't found us yet, they weren't going to find us.
I koliko je beznadna njihova situacija.
You're in the hands of the ocean, and you can't do anything about it. It's either you're going to suck it up, and you're going to try to survive and hang in there, or you're going to give up and you're going to die.
Morning.
Joshov otac Eddie kreće u novu potragu za dječacima, čvrsto odlučivši da će zadržati optimizam.
Okay, people, now, I know that we're all tired, but this is the day. We are going to find them today. We're not going to give up, because they are out there.
Every day when I would get up on Monday or Tuesday, on Wednesday, I would just think, today's the day we're going to find the boys.
Bez obzira na potragu obalne straže, Eddie sam pretražuje ocean.
Well, the search got bigger every day. I mean, because we knew we had more distance we had to cover. The boat could have traveled more distance every day.
No, unatoč velikoj akciji obalne straže i čitave zajednice, dječacima još nema ni traga.
It was like Groundhog Day. Every day was the same day. You know, you wake up, there's water. There's nothing else but water.
Dječaci su jako dehidrirani, a na životu ih održava još samo njihova mladost i dobro zdravlje.
Well, when you have nothing to eat or drink, you know, for days, you know, it starts to really hurt, like wear on your body. I really didn't understand the meaning of starving or parched or, you know, dehydrated until then.
Dehidracija sada ugrožava i njihov život. Kemijska ravnoteža njihovih tijela ozbiljno je narušena i potrebna im je hitna liječnička pomoć. No unatoč očajničkoj potrebi za vodom, Troy misli samo na hranu i glad koja ga muči.
I noticed my hands were peeling pretty bad because it was so hot. I was so dried out. So, you know, I decided to take a little piece of my skin off my hand and I balled up and put it on a hook we had left over in the boat. And you know, I kept doing it, and the little fish every time won.
It's not working.
Dječaci nisu uspjeli uloviti ni jednu ribu, no Troy je već toliko očajan da bi mogao pojesti bilo što.
You know, I had to have something in my mouth, something that had texture, some type of meat.
Troy, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Why you got the knife?
I'm gonna do it, Josh. I just need something to eat. What? Don't be sick.
Well, I seen him over on the side of the boat with a knife in his hand, and he was kind of just touching it to his skin, but he wasn't like cutting it. He was just touching it to see how sharp, I guess, it was.
What the hell are you doing? What's the matter with you? Will you do it? What? Do it. Shut up, man.
So I